The Philippines intervenes for a crew stranded for months on an unseaworthy vessel. This is from the Maritime Executive, and it was published on July the 1st, 2025. The Philippine authorities work with local crewing agencies and others to resolve a pay dispute and release a crew that has been stranded on a small cargo ship anchored in the Iloilo Strait. The crew, which had signed on in April, was in a standoff with the owners who were refusing to pay the crew or provide any provisions until the ship departed, while the crew contended that the vessel was unseaworthy. A newly elected representative took an interest in the crew's plight and intervened to negotiate the resolution. 6 Filipino crew members moved from the vessel on June the 30th and were taken to a hotel and were receiving medical evaluation before their repatriation, while 7 Indian crew members were expected to leave the vessel on Tuesday, July the 1st. The crew, which signed on at the beginning of April by apparently a new owner of the 6,746 DWT general cargo ship. The vessel was built in 2005, was operated by a Chinese owner until possibly 2024. The Philippine media reports the owner is now in the UAE, and the vessel is showing her name as Ermin Star, but other databases show the vessel as Dong Ang Son. The vessel arrived in the Philippines in August of 2024, transporting bags of rice from Vietnam. The Philippines undertook a port state inspection and listed 27 deficiencies in a broad range of categories and issued a detention order. Reports indicate they questioned the seaworthiness of the vessel and found expired certificates. The crew was changed twice, with the current crew coming aboard on April the 3rd and told to prepare for a voyage to Singapore. The Philippines lifted the detention order in April, and the Port Authority granted port clearance on May the 7th. According to media reports, the vessel was preparing to depart when the gyro compass malfunctioned. The captain contends that the owner told the vessel to sail using just a magnetic compass, but the master refused. The crew also reported that the vessel was listing, and attempting to rectify the list, they found a crack in the bulbous bow, causing water ingress. The standoff began with the crew refusing to sail, saying the ship was unseaworthy. The owners stopped the delivery of food and water on May the 12th. Further, the report said they were only paid partial wages in April and none in May, saying the crew would not be paid until the vessel departed. An agreement was reached to settle the pay issues and to immediately provide provisions to the vessel. Officials went to the vessel to meet with the crew. The Philippines is also providing financial assistance to the crew members and assisting with the repatriation for the Filipinos. The Indian Embassy is assisting the Indian crew. Multiple groups, including the International Transport Workers Federation, or ITF, have been pushing for more action over issues of crew abandonment and enforcement of the terms of the master labor contract for seafarers. ITF warned in May that the industry is on track for a record number of abandonments unless action is taken. This is just crazy. The owners of this ship don't care one bit about the crew. They mean nothing to them. Not paying them, not giving them any food, and telling them to sail in a ship that's definitely not ready to sail. That's just crazy. It's unsafe, and people like this should be banned from the industry. But there's lots of them. This is not a one-off, that's for sure. Luckily, the crew stood up and refused to sail in a ship they didn't feel safe in. She's taking on water. She's leaking. The equipment doesn't work. And this is the 3rd crew since she's been anchored up in the Philippines. That's crazy. And the 3rd crew still refused to do anything. And then they don't get paid. They don't get fed. Luckily, somebody in the Philippines stepped up and got the crew off the vessel. Absolutely insane. And this goes on all over the world with these very old vessels. In my opinion, the next time this vessel moves, she should be on her way to the shipbreaker's yard. But that's just my opinion. All right, guys, there it is. As always, thanks for watching. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I'll see you on the next one.